Well, consider this a friendly intervention. You indeed have an addiction, and so do I, and so do all the people who inhabit this planet. We indeed are addicted to love. We have a built in need and craving to be loved. We all know that. We all feel that. The problem we have is we are all imperfect people, and we are incapable of offering perfect, unconditional love to each other. In fact, the people that you need love from and seek love from have their own addiction to love. So, where do we find this love that we desperately need? Well, there is one source that is pure and perfect and always available to you. Let's talk about that right now. Well, it is not going to be surprising to you for me to tell you that you are loved by God. Let me take you to verses found in 1 John chapter 4 and verse 19, where we find these words. It says there, "We love him because he first loved us." He first loved us. Now, I know there's moments that God seems far away and we don't feel particularly loved by him. But let me give you a few thoughts just to plug into your thinking. First of all, God's love is displayed in the person that you are. He didn't make you with a cookie cutter. You're not mass produced. You are individually designed by God. You are a product of his creation. You are unique. You're special. You are one of a kind. The fact that you exist indicates strongly and proves conclusively that you are loved by God. Secondly, you're loved by God, and it is seen in the fact of this moment. The fact that you're watching this video at this moment, that your mind is engaged, your eyes are receiving information, your ears are hearing my voice. You are living this day, this moment. This thing called life is a gift from God. The fact that you're experiencing life with all of its drama and its ups and downs, its joys, and yes, indeed, its pain, are all part of God's gift to you to allow you to live. But it's also seen more clearly in the fact that he has given us a Savior. Let me also take you to another verse found in the same chapter, 1 John chapter 4. In verse 9, he simply says this, and this shows us that we are loved because he has given us a Savior. It says, "In this the love of God was manifested or revealed, made visible to us, toward us, that God sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him." Why are we loved? He made you. How do we know we're loved? He's given you life. How do we know for sure he loves us? He gave us his only Son to be our Savior. The question remains, how are we going to respond to that love? This chapter I've been reading from talks a lot about loving one another. You know, unless we really understand how deeply loved we are, that we have our addiction for love met in our relationship with God, we're really not prepared to be able to love each other as we should. And we certainly cannot love God in return. Yeah, you have an addiction, so do I. I want to feel loved, and so do you. Let me encourage you to find that in your time spent with God, your relationship with him. And if you've never come to him for your salvation, that you will find that Jesus is the one and only Savior who loved you enough to die for you, who was raised again to life after his death to help us to live for him. Indeed, you are loved by God.